Hello, I want to thank all of you for joining the thousands of traders around the world that have experienced my work and knowledge. I am so glad that you're a part of my community. You are the reason I am working so hard to put great content to my subscription and services so that you can benefit from being a part of my community. To those of you who are new, I would like to share a few words about my background in trading. I started trading at the age of 21 when I was first recruited by George Lane, the creator of Stochastics Indicator. And I worked in his research department and helped him with his analysis and worked on his newsletter. Almost 35 years later, there's not been a day in my life that the market, news, or activity in the markets that has not affected my life. I've learned that no matter how the market performs during the day, my job is to make sure that it does not outperform myself or my clients. So I spent a lot of time doing research and using the tools that I personally developed to make my job easier. And as many of you know, some of those tools are available to you as well via many of the trading platforms. But apart from all of that, what I really love doing is helping others find success we all deserve to have in our life. I want to share a small example of my work and the results we experienced. I hope you find benefit from this concept, and I hope to see you come back and view more of my work. I'd love to help you in the process by gaining the experience you need to trade today's markets. Have a great evening.
All right, part of my service includes email alerts and looking for trading opportunities. As you can see, here's an email that went out on Wednesday the 5th at 6:10 p.m. Now, what we were looking at, just to briefly point out to you, and this is where the strategy comes from, I look at the markets and then look at one of the products that we were looking at was a volatility ETF, the UVXY. It had moved on Wednesday 8% up. It closed at 1694. We were looking to buy a pullback near 1612 using 1530 as a stop. But what we said, and this is the strategy I think you're going to enjoy, was for self-directed traders who have access to these platforms to use my indicator, and that we were looking for a buy setup on a 15-minute chart. So here's the strategy. How did I come up with that idea? That's what we're going to talk about right now. All right, so here's the chart, and this is the 5th. And as you can see, the market closed at 1694. So the market generated this buy setup right there, the PPS indicator. It's an arrow that points up, and we're looking for a pullback. So what we were looking for, since the daily was in a buy, the 60-minute was in a buy, we were looking for a pullback, a slight pullback to around the 1612 area. Here was that day, big launch to the upside, 8% move. So we're looking for a pullback coming back near this area of support. Better yet, we said maybe that would be a good area to be a buyer. Place your stop underneath the area of support, and so X marks where your stop, long entry here. Or for those who have the ability or time as self-directed traders doing their own thing during the trading session, look for a buy signal intraday on a 15-minute basis. So that was what the message was, and as you'll see as we get into the next day on the 6th, here's what you would be looking for. Looking for a daily buy, a 60-minute time frame, multiple time frame, and then look for that pullback, and then look what happened. Magic happens, right? Now you have a defined entry, and that buy setup, you can place a tighter stop, and of course, you may have followed since on or about April 6th. Here's the results of that move. And so it's had a very dynamic trade setup. So what we'll talk about next strategy is how to take advantage of multiple time frame analysis using daily scans with PPS indicators and toning it down for entries using shorter term time frames. I hope you found this video helpful, as well as the strategy and some of the rules around when to apply them. Thank you.